Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. Every day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Yeah, let's make it a good day. Every day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now, here's Jason.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the day. Beautiful crowd today. Good looking Monday. Yeah. Okay, fine, you can stay. It's a good Monday. Fallon, good Monday crowd, aren't they?
I know, so good.
Well, welcome to the old show. You heard me talk about it last week. On Friday night, I was a model.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ow, ow.
Bottom of the barrel they had to pick from. Yeah, I did this at a fashion show benefiting the M Health Fairview Masonic Children's Hospital. Now, I've only done this once before. I know it shocks you looking at this, but I am not a professional model. So somebody shot a little video of me on the runway. Leo, go ahead and roll that. Oh, no. Very funny, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm fashion roadkill, everyone. No, actually, here's the, Leo, go ahead, roll the actual footage. Here it is, a little bit. There I am, that's right, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hello, I'm glad handing. Hello. Look at me. I know, I'm doing the Paul Newman finger. Boom. I'm glad handing, but no, I had a bag. I know they trusted me with the bag. I had audience. I'm not kidding. I don't like to layer, because, as a former puffy kid, I don't like feeling with like tight clothes. I had 17 layers on. I had an undershirt. I had a tank top. I had a button-up shirt. I had a tie. I had a sweatshirt and that winter coat. And the guy that dressed me said the following, goes, "Oh, don't worry. That'll fit you because it's boxy." Oh, well. She's not boxy. She's beautiful. Give it up for Fallon, everybody. Hello, love.
Hello.
I'm not going to act like I haven't seen you. We hung out yesterday. We'll get to that.
We
did for a very specific reason. But I was loving life because, and you know what I'm going to say. So this benefit on Friday night had a lot of local people, a lot of local media people. And one of the people that was at this thing that walked the runway was the other man other than Jake and Fallon's life.
I got a lot of men in my life.
You do. Her radio co-host, Colt. So, of course, we had to mess with you. So we sent this picture to Fallon on Friday night right there. That's it, yeah. Yep. The two. That's right. We were whispering secrets about Fallon to each other. That's
What'd
right.
you say?
I said nothing. I said nothing but nice things about you.
Aw,
that's right.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
What'd Colt say?
A lot of bad things.
Okay. That's perfect.
I love him. You know, I adore him. He's a good guy. We really did have we had a great time.
I saw his runway walk too, which made me laugh. He had some strings, so he was twirling those. He kept doing shout outs to, and I quote, his baby mama in the audience. He flossed at the end of the runway.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Colt. So it was awesome, yeah.
And I was all worried. They gave you, because you have to give these clothes back at the end of the day.
Oh.
So the coordinator looks at me and she goes, "Okay, do you have your sweat pads on?" And I went, "My what?" you're supposed to stick these things under your armpit so you don't sweat on these clothes. I go, I ain't sticking those things in my armpit and my ghibli. I'm not doing that. Yeah.
Your ghibli?
I'm not doing that.
God. When I was in like school and like would sweat really bad, I would sometimes, because I was like, you know, I'm like embarrassed. I'm sweating too much, and the deodorant wasn't working. I'm going through hormonal changes. Sometimes I'd use like women's panty liners and put them in there and keep it from showing the pit sweat. I would. I was like, look, I mean, I'm having a hard enough time getting a boy to notice me. The pit sweat is not how I want him to notice me.
It's not helping? No.
No, yeah.
Well, on that lovely note, let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. There is a reason why I'm wearing this ensemble, because our first story today, a week of Wicked. Only a few days to go until the much anticipated movie version of the long-running Broadway hit hits theaters. Early buzz, I've been telling you about this for a while, is overwhelmingly positive for the movie. Of course, you know, Ariana Grande's Galinda and Cynthia Erivo is Elphaba. It's expected, my friends, to be one of the biggest movies of the year. I got to tell you, I think it's going to be bigger than just this year. So the Jason Show team got a chance to go to an early screening yesterday. Now, we are not allowed to give our review just yet. So it's time for the first ever Wicked facial expression review, so we don't pee off Universal Studios. That's right. So this is what we're going to do. Director Leo's in the booth. We are not allowed to talk to you about this movie, but Universal never said anything about facial expressions. So, right, audience?
Yeah.
We're going to take close-ups of our faces, Leo will, to describe to you what we felt about Wicked. It ain't a review. Again, if Universal's watching, this is not a review. So Leo, shall we begin with Fallon? Fallon, please give your facial expression thoughts after seeing Wicked. Okay, we'll go camera 5. Here we go.
Lovely.
Not a review,
Nope,
Universal. Not a review. Just a facial expression review.
It was interesting because there was no rules on social media. You could post on social media, but on like the radio and television, we aren't allowed to talk about it.
Which I think, I'm not going to say, I know, I brought a gal pal, Lisa LaCourcier. We can't say anything. Lisa just posted like a Reader's Digest review. My best friend can review it, but I can't. She's like, the cinematography was this. I'm like, Lisa posted her. Did you see her review?
I did. And I was like, yes. So
that's not a review, though, Fallon. That's not,
obviously not,
And then executive producer Jeff was there. I will say this. We got done. They won't get mad. We all kind of looked at each other, and Colin goes, my husband goes, I'm emotionally exhausted. And that's not a review. That's it. That's all we can tell you. Jeff, when can we do it? Wednesday? Wednesday. Without them, we'll give it to you Wednesday.
We'll give it to you Wednesday. Look forward to that.
That's right. That's a 2-day tease, everybody. Yeah. Next up, more movie news. First, one new blockbuster may have a hard time earning back its $250 million budget. I'm talking about the Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans Christmas movie called Red One. Well, a lot of you probably don't know it opened because it only earned $34 million.
Oh.
Now, listen to this. That's bad, but surprisingly, that's better than what the experts predicted. Critics have hated it. But listen to this. It's getting an A- from audiences. So
Wait.
Have you...
Is that a polar bear? Was that a polar bear chatting?
There's a polar bear talking in the movie. Yeah.
Is it for kids or only adults? Or
I think it's for families.
Okay.
I think it's for families.
Okay.
Have you heard anybody in your orbit review it?
Not really. I mean, my husband's always very turned on by The Rock. So he didn't mention it, though.
He has a man crush on The Rock.
Oh, my gosh, yes. Our house has
Would he leave you for The Rock?
Yeah, I think his top, he's told me, is probably like Leonardo DiCaprio. But, yes, he would leave me for The Rock. It used to be Zac Efron. Oh, wait, he's into Glenn Powell now. But we have, like, The Rock's tequila. He has The Rock's body wash. He is a follower. He is truly...
Your husband bathes in The Rock's body wash?
I mean... When you phrase it like that.
Executive producer Jeff has that soap too? It was on clearance. The name of Jeff's autobiography. Yeah. It was on clearance. Yeah. That's so good. Sticking with movies, it looks like we'll be waiting a little while longer for the new Star Wars, or I should say the next Star Wars movie. Disney just removed a planned Star Wars movie from the 2026 calendar. Now, it was supposed to open like most Star Wars do in December of 2026. The move comes a week after Disney announced a new Star Wars trilogy is in the works. So instead of that Star Wars movie in December of 2026, we're going to get Ice Age 6.
Okay.
I didn't know there was a 3, 4, and 5. Did you? Well, you have a child, but
I only just learned. Yeah, she went through a hot phase of Ice Age in our household. Yeah, it's always revolved. I don't know. It's always something different that I didn't know existed in our household.
6.
So yeah, they have a lot of them.
Tell your husband that The Rock does a voice and you'll go see it.
Oh,
yeah.
He would anyway. Jake loves going to the movies, so yeah.
I'm bummed about the Star Wars thing because, and I'm being optimistic. I hope that it just means that the trilogy that they're going to do is going to be about Rey, Daisy Ridley, because that's what this movie that they canceled, it was supposed to be about her. So I think they canceled it to maybe make a trilogy. I don't know. Bob Iger, Kathleen Kennedy, get your Star Wars S together. Anyway, yeah. I'm feeling a little spicy today.
I was going to say, don't anger Bob. What are you thinking?
I love Bob. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. I know. I won't be allowed back. Welcome back. What a great crowd today, Fallon. Oh, a good Monday crew. Nothing better, man, in this business than a great studio audience, and we have one today. They're just the best. Grateful. They make the show. They are. They're the best. Well, welcome back. The Tonight Show takes on Sunday night. Jimmy Fallon hosted a special edition of The Tonight Show on Sunday. Lindsay Lohan was on, and he asked her about the recent viral moment involving Vikings players reenacting a moment from The Parent Trap. Watch this.
The Vikings, they got an interception. I forget, they were playing the Jets, I think, and they got an interception. They did your Parent Trap.
Yeah, it was in the UK.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They did your handshake from The Parent Trap.
I know Nancy Myers was the person who sent it to me and showed me, who directed The Parent Trap.
Oh, I love Nancy Myers.
And it was just the coolest thing.
Oh,
like, to see
I
that.
want to show everyone. Watch here. Check out this.
Aaron Rodgers. As Salah tries to give some bit of optimism to his offensive troops. And when you're trying to just force it, you're trying to make...
That's cool.
It's so cool.
That's the best.
It's so cool, especially like to do a movie like The Parent Trap and then it to cross over into sports players doing it. It's just such a cool feeling. And that's not...
Lindsay. You know what's a good feeling is how good she's doing.
Oh, my God.
She looks so, that makes me so happy.
Stunning.
She looks so, most importantly, healthy and happy. She just looks happy. Lindsay, by the way, stars in a new Netflix Christmas movie called Our Little Secret. Well, more Dish now. Network faces some criticism following its much-hyped boxing match on, thank you, some of these folks watched it, with Mike Tyson and one of the Paul brothers. Joining me with more, give it up for Branson from TMZ. Hi, Branson.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Well, let's just say, I don't know, Branson, we can put it mildly and say Netflix had some issues on Friday night, right?
Netflix had quite the amount of issues on Friday night, and people are pretty upset. I mean, Netflix themselves, I was looking at how prepared they were on Friday morning alone, and Netflix had said, even given all of the traffic that they expected, they said that they were overly ready. They said that they were ready for it, everything was good to go, and that's the opposite of what we saw on Friday night. I tried watching the fight. Many of my friends were texting me saying, hey, are you having issues? Maybe my internet's not working. Everybody was getting that, what they call the red spin of death, that red circle where things were just constantly stopping, buffering. 60 million people were tuning in to watch the Paul Tyson fight, and 50 million were concurrently throughout the entire night for the other fights. So there was a lot of traffic here. This is the biggest event that Netflix has done live for the first time with this many people watching, so it's understandable. Netflix did come out and respond to this, saying that they felt like there was stability for the majority of the night, for the majority of the viewers. So they're still thinking that it's a very big success. But again, with something like this, people pay a lot of money for this. People pay $20-25 a month for this, and they're expecting to get a good result out of it.
I was shocked that the people that I have on social media, they weren't even talking about the fight, my friend. They were talking about how much Netflix was frustrating them.
Right.
They were also talking about the fact, and you got to explain this to the audience, people saw a little too much of Mike Tyson.
Well, people were tuned in for a really good sight, or a sight of sorts, during this pre-fight interview that Mike Tyson had done earlier in the night. Now, it starts off with just a basic interview with Tyson in the back. Looks like he was just getting ready for the fight, and then he gives a dap up to his son there, and then he walks away. Mike Tyson's booty cheeks. We see them in a jockstrap. So,
what?
Yeah, people were in tune for this.
There's Tyson's butt. Yeah.
And then nobody even said anything. The commentators of the fight didn't say anything. Nobody on the stream, nothing. They just kind of showed it and went along their way.
What can you do, man? What can you do? Branson, have a good week. Thank you so much.
You too. Talk to you guys soon.
More of these stories at TMZ.tv or .com, or check your local listings for TMZ on TV. Did you watch any of the fight?
No, Jake was watching it on, I think, his phone and stuff. But yeah, the buffering was driving everyone crazy. I thought it was interesting. A lot of people were like going into it saying, he's not winning either way. Here's why: because if he does win, he beat a very old man.
Yeah.
And if he does, so back and forth. But I thought I don't know, it seemed like it was good. And then Mike Tyson's post after, like how special it was to him, I thought that was really lovely. And one of my favorite viral moments was his interview with a 13-year-old kid.
Oh, really? Oh, I heard about this, yes.
The 13-year-old kid's like, how do you feel about your legacy? He's like, I don't care about legacy. We're all dead. We're all dust. No one cares. He goes like this whole thing about he's like, no one's going to remember you, da-da-da. And the kid's like, thank you so much for that. And it was so Mike. It was like the most Mike Tyson interview ever.
I did see that.
It's so funny.
Oh, I think as a guy, I'm not into boxing, but as a guy that played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on the Nintendo, the fact that he can still get in the ring at 58 is amazing, man. It's absolutely amazing. I don't care. Up next, this is the yin and yang of stories. We go from Mike Tyson to Cher. Up next in the dish. Only on this show. Yeah. Cher is turning back time this week as she starts promoting her new memoir. She talked to CBS Sunday Morning on Sunday morning and revealed the moment that she decided, listen to this, this is a good dish. She decided to end her business partnership with her ex-husband, the late Sonny Bono. Listen to this.
Sonny owned 95% of the company, and his lawyer owned 5%. And it was called Cher Enterprises, but I owned nothing. And we'd worked together for almost 12 years.
You confronted him about it.
Yeah, I did. And I said, when was the moment that you thought this would be a good idea? And he said, I always knew you'd leave me. And I said, that's not a reason. Working all those nights, all those days, through good, through bad.
Yeah.
He didn't have an answer. And we were still friends after that.
Yeah, their story, man, just their relationship alone. So here's the deal. Cher, the memoir, part 1, focuses on her childhood and her relationship with Sonny. It comes out on Tuesday. She's making the rounds. Look, I know people can say, oh, that's excessive, 2 biographies. If anybody deserves 2, 3, 4 biographies, it is Cher. Cher has lived so many lives. I've said this on occasion, and rightfully so. I know Madonna is often, she gets the title of the mother of reinvention. I think Cher is up there too. If you think about somebody that has constantly had to reinvent her career, it could have been over in the 70s after she left the Sonny and Cher show, which then just became the Cher show. Then she went to Vegas, and then she was in Vegas when Vegas was known at that time as not being a cool place. She rebuilt her career. Then she went into movies. She reinvented herself as an actress. Hello, Silkwood. And then, you know, it just, come on. And then in the 2000s, she had a hit in the 2000s with Believe. That's sustaining a career.
And that was the first song with auto-tune, by the way.
Oh, was it?
Yep, Believe was. Yeah, so she was the first artist that used that on a song.
And the irony is, Cher doesn't really need auto-tune. There's a lot of people that do, but she does not, yeah. Up next, a big anniversary for one of my all-time favorite movies. 35 years ago this month, Steel Magnolias hit theaters. This iconic movie stars Julia Roberts. Julia is one of her first movies. Sally Field, Dolly Parton, the great, looks like 2 pigs fighting under a blanket, Olympia Dukakis, Shirley MacLaine, and Daryl Hannah as a group of Southern women. Well, Julia Roberts earned an Oscar nom and won a Golden Globe for her performance as Shelby. Drink your juice, Shelby, drink your juice. But it turns out the director wanted someone else for Shelby. Daryl Hannah. In a new interview, with People magazine, Hannah says the director, Robert Harling, asked her to play Shelby. But Daryl really wanted to portray the awkward, shy Annelle. When the director said that she was too glamorous, Daryl wanted to prove him wrong and went in to the audition dressed as the character for the audition and convinced Harling to give her the role of Annelle. Yeah.
Awesome.
Have you seen some Magnolias, haven't you?
Yeah, I have a favorite interview clip when they're promoting that movie, and it's Julia Roberts talking about Dolly Parton and how they're all just sitting around because they're filming it in the South, and they're all sweating and they're all complaining. And Dolly, who has more makeup and fake hair than anyone on set, hasn't said a word. And Julia Roberts is like, Dolly, how are you not complaining? And she's like, I've wanted to be famous my whole life. I'm not going to start complaining about it now. And so they all shut up. They all shut up, and they're complaining at that moment.
Robert Harling wrote the play. Herbert Ross was the director, yeah. No, I'm so glad. Another thing we have in common, I love that. It's one of my favorite things Dolly has ever said. It's a good lesson because Julie was very young and new, and Dolly's like, settle down, young, settle down. Next Saturday Night Live was new this weekend with host and singer Charlie XCX. Just weeks after his debut on the Ariana Grande episode, a new viral character returned. Domingo. Watch.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to be honest with me. When was the last time you saw Domingo?
It is today. My brother, aren't you happy? Direct from Domingo, we both are daddies. Domingo gonna be in your life forever. We'll raise our babies in Miami together.
Wait, we're moving to Miami?
Yeah, if you want to co-parent. Matt, can we have a water birth? I have a hot tub.
That's Marcelo Hernandez as Domingo. If you go on TikTok and put Domingo, his first sketch was everywhere. And now he has to be Domingo when he does his comedy acts. The audience makes him perform as Domingo.
It's amazing.
He's so good.
He was at the Sabrina Carpenter concert this weekend too, because you know the first time when Ariana was on, they did the parody to Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter's song. So he was at her show in LA and she had him out and he played Domingo
He played
as
Domingo?
well. Yes.
Yeah.
It was very funny. Yeah.
We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment.
Stay right there. Still ahead on the Jason Show. Stephanie Hansen is back in the kitchen helping you with your Thanksgiving meal. She is showing you some Turkey Day salads that will wow your guests. And then I have been kept in the dark on what's coming up on today's show. The producers won't let me see it. The editor won't let me see it. But you'll see it when I see it when the Jason Show continues.
Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back.
We do it our own way. Yeah, let's make it.
Welcome back. Well, whether you're hosting Thanksgiving or just bringing a dish to share at somebody's house, it's best to plan ahead at least a couple days ahead of time. That way, you're not stressed out on Turkey Day. Here with her, that didn't sound like a turkey, and I apologize. Here with her guide to planning Thanksgiving, give it up for our foodie queen, Stephanie Hansen.
You did kind of sound like a turkey.
It was a little turkey-ish.
I went to a turkey farm, and that is kind of what they sound like.
Thank you, love. I appreciate your positive reinforcement.
They are very cute animals.
This is, I don't go that far, but this is your, other than Croctober, this is, you are like a pig in mud right now, aren't you?
It is my high holiday.
You are a clam at high tide. You know, you are just very, it doesn't get better for you.
Well, it doesn't, and last night was kind of fun because I was invited to my first Friendsgiving. So it was like, as not hosting, I really got to enjoy what normally people feel like when they attend your home and eat. And so it was super fun. I loved it. I can't wait to do another one that I'm not hosting.
Yeah, exactly. Because Stephanie, if you don't know, people, because she's Stephanie Hansen, they just expect you to host.
And I host everything, and it's fine. But, you know, like, it was really nice to just have a glass of wine and not be the person in the kitchen the whole time.
You deserve that.
It was fun.
You have some go-to Hansen hacks. So can we start with this? How much food do you need so you don't have a lot of waste? You seriously, who are you, my husband? Do you have a chart? Did you make a chart for this?
I did.
God, I love you. What is this?
Well, okay, I hid my phone, but it's on my phone.
Oh, I was like, what are you pulling out?
So
I was like, yeah.
I have a chart at stephaniesdish.com, and here it is. So, like, whether you're having 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, just like how many sides do you need? How many pounds of turkey do you need? How many bottles of wine do you need? Look how many bottles you need for 5 people. 3. You need more than you think. Because if it's a longer event, like, people will start out with maybe a sparkling, then they maybe will move into a white or a Pinot.
And if they start talking
Gamay.
politics, you need 8 bottles?
Yes! Then
That's why I'm out of here this year.
Yeah, for 5 people, you probably only need 1 dessert. But for 10, you need 2, 20, 3 to 4. It depends on how many people you're serving. But I like having a handy guide. And also, everyone wants to bring something, right?
Yeah.
For me, I like you to bring things, but I want to pick what you're bringing. I don't want you to just show up with Sally's bad yams.
You're getting, row 2 agrees with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if the person says nothing, don't bring anything. Bring a hostess opportunity instead, or a gift. You could just bring wine. That's always welcome. A non-alcoholic something also always welcome, because there's always someone that doesn't drink, and it's nice to have something for them.
Absolutely. And there's so many varieties now of non-alcohol.
Yes,
Great
just
non-alcohol.
do not bring THC canned beverages to Thanksgiving. Because they don't hit for about 45 minutes, and you might have a few stony lonies.
Leo, take camera 5. You can bring them to my house, though. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, next. And I know this seems obvious, but it's here on my card. Everything starts with the turkey.
Yes.
That seems obvious, but what do you mean?
Well, you want to plan and prepare for the right size turkey. You want to make sure, the number one thing that happens on Thanksgiving is people don't thaw the turkey early enough. A turkey needs 3 to 6 days to thaw out, depending on its size. It's not going to go bad in that time. However long you think you need, give yourself an extra day or 2. It takes a while for that turkey to thaw. Also that morning, when you wake up, get the turkey out so that you're starting when it's not ice cold, because that's going to take an hour and a half in your oven before it even starts to cook. So if you're worried about turkey, make sure you get it de-thawed first.
I'm going to quickly go through, because we just talked about beverages. You want them to do a signature cocktail, always a good idea.
I like punch.
Punch is easy for the host.
I love a punch bowl.
Yeah.
And then you can put like the bottle of rum, the bottle of vodka, the bottle of gin. So Sally, who drinks a lot, can help herself. Johnny, who doesn't drink as much, can just do a little bit. And a mocktail, they can just add soda water, or the kids.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
You can do, it's very pretty, and you can serve a lot of people.
The 2 to 3 day mark, you want them making pie dough.
Oh yeah, you gotta make your pie, because your pie dough has to set up in the freezer and the gluten has to relax a little bit. So start that earlier. Also, if you're making like pumpkin pie, you want to par bake. You have to partially bake your crust first before you put your pumpkin custard in there.
Yeah.
So it gives you time to get that par baked. You wanna, if you're doing rolls, you wanna make sure that you've done those, giving them time to rise. You can bake those the day before. Any breads?
Well, I was going to say, before we have to go, because we're moving into the kitchen, but the things that you can make ahead, go.
Well, you can make your rolls, your pies. You can prepare your stuffing ahead of time. Just don't stuff the bird with it. Wait until the day of. If you're doing like a rice dish, you can prepare that. Your cranberry orange, cranberry sauce. You really can do a lot of things. You can do your green bean casserole. I made scalloped corn last night and scalloped cabbage. That was all made ahead and then just baked. I got a weird face from Jeff on scalloped cabbage. I'm not having it.
I am kind of weird. I am kind of weirded out by the scalloped cabbage.
It was the dish that everybody loved and was surprised by. Scalloped cabbage, like your grandma made it. It's just cabbage.
My grandma.
You have like a little cheesy bechamel sauce, some breadcrumbs on top. It's fine. You can boo me all you want. I'm telling you, there were 14 people, and they said this was the dish that I didn't think I was gonna like, and it's amazing.
I'm willing to.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it to your Christmas party and make all of the Jason Show staff eat it.
Can we get a THC beverage for her today? John, can we get one for her? Thank you.
I'm probably a little hungover, if I'm being honest. Is that an overshare?
Who are you, me?
No, come on. No, you asked me when I sat down if I was salty, and I was like,
no, I just said your aura was off, and
yeah,
I guess what I was sensing was Jack Daniels. Yeah. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Get a close-up of her, John.
Let's make it a good
Welcome back. Oh, we're in the audience. Stephanie will be back. We're going to move into the kitchen a little bit, but first, you may remember last week, I told you Martha Stewart is joining the Elf on a Shelf game with something new called, oh, now I know what you guys did, with something called Martha on the Mantle. Oh, basically, it's a mini Martha that sits on your fireplace and judges you all holiday season. Now, before I read this next thing in the teleprompter, let me just tell you, I was not allowed to see this. I didn't know what they were doing. I shot something on Friday that I didn't know what they were doing with it. So let me just read this. It turns out the Jason Show team, created something similar, kind of similar, and let's watch.
Forget that elf on the shelf, and who needs a snoop on a stoop? For this holiday season, how about Jason in a mason? You know, the jar, perfect for your kitchen table, fireplace mantle, even the fridge.
Ooh, it's cold in here.
Kids will love it. It makes the perfect Christmas gift. Just remember to poke holes in the lid.
I don't think my Jason looks so good.
Or you might need to replace your Jason. You'll love having your own Jason. Just don't forget the daily feedings.
Hello, any chicken wings? Hungry?
Or Jason gets cranky. Make the Yuletide a little gayer.
What's up, ladies?
With Jason in a Mason. Only $29.99. Or 3 easy payments of $10. Jason in a Mason is not intended for young children. Jason in a Mason must be kept out of direct sunlight and given chicken wings and pull tabs weekly. Jason in a Mason must be let out to visit Disney World at least once a month.
Oh my God.
Merry Christmas, you're all fired.
Bjorn was the most believable child at Christmas I've ever seen. That's so cute.
Can I tell you, so again, I'm not kidding. They put a green screen. Photographer Eric, you're the only one that still works here. Anyway, photographer Eric put up a green screen, and all they would say, they go, Jason, just say these lines. And I was like, okay. And then as I'm doing it, they kept to say, as they do it, Bjorn walks in children's pajamas. And I'm like, what is the staff doing?
So they just told you to be like, sup, ladies?
Yeah, Jeff goes, do your thing when you flirt with women. And then Eric does it, goes like, what's up, ladies? Like that, yeah. Yep, I'm a babe magnet, let me tell you. We're moving into the kitchen when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody.
Jason and a Mason.
Jason and a Mason. Available in our swag store.
Let's make it
Welcome back. We are talking Thanksgiving now, as I said, with Stephanie Hansen. We're in the kitchen now. She's sobered up just a little bit. We think, obviously, we think of the classic side dishes, but today Steph has brought some salads to add, or as we say in Minnesota, salad. Salad. Okay, we have 3. Take it away.
Thanksgiving salads are kind of controversial. How do you feel about salad on a Thanksgiving plate or table?
Oh, I'm hearing waste of plate space.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about salads at Thanksgiving as I do about getting a salad at a Chinese buffet. Why bother? You know, why do you have green on your plate at a Chinese buffet?
Okay.
Yes.
Here, I get those feelings, and I respect those feelings.
Okay.
But here is a reason why. Like, what if you have, like, vegetarians coming or gluten-free people?
I only hang out with
people?
carnivores. I'm good. Yeah.
Also, it's great on a buffet table, right?
Sure.
Because it's a little different than the creamy things.
Okay.
So I've just got some good hearty winter salads. You don't have to make them for Thanksgiving, but they would be nice on the table. So this one is a radicchio and kale with a candied pecan and wild rice.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, it's going to be delicious.
And I got to tell you, that looks like your next one down there looks like I would eat that all day, every day.
Okay, while we're talking, put this cranberry sauce, because this one is cranberry for Thanksgiving. Put that in the jar.
Put this in the jar?
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to make a dressing with it. You can plop it all in there.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, the glooper.
Yeah, the glooper. The glooper, okay.
And this is going to be the dressing that's on this honey cranberry wild rice situation.
So, and then again, all of these recipes always at stephaniesdish.com.
Yes. And then we're just going to shake that. So you shake that, give it all your muscle.
Just like a Jason and a Mason. Yeah, there we go.
I love a mason jar. I'm obsessed with it. So while you're shaking that, you guys shake really hard, dude. I'm gonna get slapped.
Look drunk, Daisy. Yeah.
Dude, you gotta shake really hard.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, this salad here is also, so here's the thing about a winter salad. This one has...
Aaron?
Shake.
I didn't need that being a gift from somebody that hates me. You know what I mean? Like a gift of me doing that.
I like it.
Yeah.
No, look, you see, he made the delicious dressing. Okay, so this is just one of our salads that you...
Can you be drunk for every segment of yours? Yeah, this is more fun.
I'm making you work for it
I know,
today.
yeah.
Okay, so this is just, you use, if you can see in there, I can show you the consistency when I dump it out. It's literally you're using the cranberry sauce. And if you have leftover dressing, you can make it into a vinaigrette. So that's also the idea. So this is...
I'm down with that.
Okay.
I'm like, you're convincing me of the salad thing.
Okay, because you're going to try a little bit of that.
Okay.
The first apple salad that we have is apple, arugula, farro. Here's the idea with winter salads. You pick a green, you add a vegetable of some sort. So in this case, we have a fruit, we have a nut, we have cheese. Salads are basically 5 things. Greens, an added vegetable or fruit, a nut, a cheese, and the dressing. So your combinations are endless.
You got through that list. In your current condition, that's a plus.
Okay,
Yeah.
I so regret ever telling you that. All right, so this one here, we've got kale and we've got shredded Brussels sprouts. We've got goat cheese, squash, beets, and you roast it all with garbanzo beans on the tray at the same time. So it's real easy, and the garbanzo beans give it a little crunch. Is that a good one?
Hansen, I'm not kidding. This is really good.
Yeah, this is the bitter greens with the radicchio and the cranberry dressing. All right, do you want to try this one over here?
I sure do.
Okay.
Because I got to tell you, this looks like my favorite bowl at Sweet Green.
Yes.
And they're not paying me, but I like the Harvest Bowl, and that reminds me of this
And
one.
it has the little garbanzo beans.
Yeah.
This is just a little vinaigrette dressing. No, nothing fancy here.
I like all of your homemade dressings are really good. I'll at least use my fork here. Okay.
Okay, and then the last one is apples, farro, putting greens in a salad.
We already did that one.
Yeah, but I just want people to know it makes it heartier.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So in this case, we use garbanzo beans. In this case, we use wild rice. That is farro, just to give it, again, a little heft. If you wanted it as a full meal, you could serve chicken on top of it. Okay.
That's my favorite right there.
All right.
That is really good.
All right.
Thanksgiving salads, everybody.
Yeah, I love it.
As always, for all of Hansen's recipes, head to stephaniesdish.com. And we got to congratulate our friend Stephanie, just like the Jason Show on Tubi. Stephanie's show, Taste Buds, is now available on Tubi. So, congratulations, friend. I'm so proud of you.
It's fun.
Search for Taste Buds and give them a thumbs up. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. That is real good. That dressing is real good. I am a professional. That's right. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating at our birthday club. They get that pen and sash. Sign up when you book your tickets to come to the show. We appreciate them. We're going to take a break. We're going to... Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
I am a professional.
Who am I? Stephanie Hansen? Yeah, I know. Fallon, you had a busy weekend. That was the most hey, Fallon, I hear you had a busy weekend.
Yes, Jason, thank you for asking.
Please show us your pictures.
Okay, here we go. Okay, this is my best friend, Abby. We were college roommates. She got engaged this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at your face.
I know. Okay, so she FaceTimed me when I'm pulling into Trader Joe's, and I'm like, oh, she got engaged. Like, I mean, why else would she FaceTime me on a random, like, Saturday night? Also, why was I at Trader Joe's on a Saturday night? None of your business. I was getting snacks. But she is, like, my friend that has spent so many years on dating apps having the worst experiences, and she finally met an amazing guy, and I'm so excited for her.
Oh.
And so I love her very much. Yeah, happy for her.
Well, as I spit lettuce. There, congratulations. We'll be right back.
Oh, wait. There's more, Jason.
Well, I know, but Jeff's rapping me, so I got, yeah.
This store, Aaron recommended to me, by the way, and it's beautiful. It's here in St. Paul. It's a lovely antique store that has all kinds of Christmas decorations. And there's an update on the pups that Jake got. So everyone asks how Frank is. Dolly is, as you can tell, just so delighted to have Frank. And Frank is still adorable. So there you go.
And so are you. Hey, now we'll be right back. Back in a moment. Chaos. It's all me. Welcome back. Because I messed up that last segment. We only have like 30 seconds because I massacred it. Yeah, I know, Jeff. Tomorrow on the show, you know her from The Real Housewives of New York. I'll be chatting with Sonia Morgan about her cabaret comedy show. And don't miss our latest Best Things Ever. That's tomorrow. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.
And now, Fallon's photo.
And now Fallon will tell you about her weekend. Fallon?
Oh, we're out of time.